It's the month of September, beginning of the school year. We're starting with high doubles for second grade. That's the goal. By the end of the month, we want them to know their doubles. These are the only four that they need to know because in first grade, they should have learned 5 plus 5 and anything lower. So you're going to start a warm up. Warm ups are designed to just be really quick, just to get their brains going. This is going to be team number subitizing with 20 frame cards. The reason we're doing that is it's going to help with when we do doubles, it'll be like we're seeing 10 and some more. So we want to support that. And also, it's just great for them to know those 10 and some more. So, what you can do is just have all your students sitting across from you and subitize real quick, like flash it. They have to tell you what the number is. Obviously, these are not mixed up. And so they should be able to see that and know that that's 10 and 6, which is 16. No counting. If they have to count, teach them a strategy that will help them realize 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 10 and 6, 16. This is a kindergarten skill they should have. 15, right? And you're subitizing quickly, so you want to just kind of do it really fast. You can also just hold it up for the students, like, and they can write it on a dry erase board or something, but you want this to take about 1 minute, real fast. Give everyone maybe like two different ones to try. And your 20 frame cards should be in your kit. Now, the main thing you're going to be practicing today is doubles practice with both cubes and fingers. So this is the whole month. So you have the entire month to explore this. I love the use of fingers, but sometimes they need to be able to manipulate some things. So here's what I would suggest. So you have some add to 20 cards. I would pull out the doubles. And then I would say, let them try to create one. You can pick one student to create one and have them show 6 plus 6. Now you might want to have these in groups of 5 like this, and I'll show you why in a moment. And then you can have these be sort of like the extras. So if they're going to show 6 plus 6, it's kind of like 5 plus 5, and then here's the 6 and the 6. So you really want them looking for the 10, just the same way they did with the 20 frame cards. So this is 10 here and 2. 10 and 2 is 12. Then you can have somebody build 7 plus 7. And you can start to sort of see how it grows by 2 each time, which is kind of the main thing about doubles. So here would be 6 plus 6, but we want 7 plus 7. So you're going to keep having them build it. And so we can see 6 plus 6 looks like this. 7 plus 7 looks like this. And then keep on going until you have 8 plus 8 and 9 plus 9 built. So you should have enough cubes to be able to do that. This would be 8, this would be 9. And then once they're all built, you're going to want to have them match to the one that it belongs to. So I'll show you what I mean by that. So here's 8 plus 8. Again, we have 10 and we have 6. Make sure they count all the way. A lot of the times they'll count like 10 and 3. I don't know why they do that, but it's real goofy. So here we have 9 plus 9. So then what I do is I typically mix up the cards and I'll say touch the double that it matches. And you can even mix these up too. It depends on your group. You'll kind of know what your group needs. So I mix these up, and if I say, okay, Charlie, touch this double, 6 plus 6, and then what does it equal? And then have somebody else do 8 plus 8. What does it equal? 7 plus 7. How do you know what 7 plus 7 is? It's 10 and 4, 14. So that's one way to really start exploring doubles, the high doubles. They have done a little bit in first grade, but not a lot. So this is going to be really on you to get this pretty strong. Some students might know it right away, and that's fine. That's great. The other strategy that I like the best, because they always have their fingers with them, and this one would be like if you have 7 plus 7, they can show 7, and then a partner across from them can show 7, so that they have 10, like 5 and 5, 2 and 2. So they can match their fingers up by putting them on the table, or they can just match their fingers up like this. But that is the best way because they have their fingers with them all the time. And so if they're alone, you can teach them to really just picture it. Like if you have 7 here and 7 here, you have 10 and you have 2 plus 2. So that way they're starting to think about 10 and 4 is 7 plus 7. So this is your major goal for the month. If this takes a while at the table, that's fine. that's going to be just exactly what you need to do. But if you do have some extra time with some groups, there's a real fun game called Tumble 10 that's going to help out with some of the facts that are coming up in the other months. So what you do for Tumble 10 is you just roll it, and then if you have dice down here that are stacked up, just bring them down. And what they have to do is find as many combinations to make 10 as possible, and you just have them go around the table and do that. So obviously they're going to do like 5 plus 5 right away. The goal is for them to use all the dice. If they use all the dice, they beat the teacher. So here we have 6 and 4. Then this is what's great. They start to break things down. So you have like 6, 3, and 1 would be 10. And then here we have 6 and 2 is 8, and that's 9. So they cannot beat the teacher on this round. So it's a really fast way for them to practice combinations to 10. It also helps them decompose, like thinking about 4 as 3 and 1, or even 5 as 3 and 2. So this is just a really great quick game to stick in there if you have time. Then at the end of the month, you're just going to check for that doubles mastery. So pull out those flashcards and just check each student, see if they've got it. Once they've got it, color that in.